Hey, leader, welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas Leadership Series, focusing on breaking up with self-sabotage here on the Who Are You to Lead Anyway podcast. If I cough today, I apologize ahead in advance. Today is the 11th day of Christmas, and in the spirit of the season, we're diving into a topic that I feel often gets overlooked in the pursuit of perfection, celebrating imperfection. Now, we all know the holidays can be a time of joy and celebration, but it can also be a time of stress and pressure to create the perfect experience. And so today I want to flip the script a little bit and embrace the beauty in imperfection. So, how can leaders celebrate imperfections? Let's explore a few ideas that I have for you. So, the first off is to acknowledge and to share your own imperfections. As a leader, it's really easy to feel like you have it all together on the outside, but the truth is, none of us are perfect. So, sharing stories with your team about a time when things didn't go as planned and what you learned from that can be really helpful. Using our vulnerabilities to help other people can be a powerful leadership tool. Now, there were so many of these stories along my own leadership journey, but the one that I chose to share with you today is not to quit your job in the heat of the moment. And the reason why is because when I was 24 years old, that's exactly what I did. I quit my job, and I'm so grateful that my boss knew that my behavior was so out of character. So much so that she called me when I had gotten home and said that she was not accepting my behavior or my I quit, and that we would talk about it the next day, along with some support that I obviously felt that I needed but hadn't yet asked for. And so in today's world, I'm not sure that this would be the outcome. So I share it with you here because it brings me to the next idea, which is about encouraging a culture of learning from mistakes. Now, instead of punishing failures, turning them into opportunities for growth is much more valuable instead. So highlighting the lessons learned and how those lessons contribute to the team's overall success. When your team feels safe, to be able to make mistakes, they will be more innovative. They will be more resilient. You will learn so much more as a team than you ever will if you don't set the stage for that type of just interaction among the people that work for you. And so, what's important here to think about is to see how you view yourself specifically, not as though there's a lacking, but to see yourself as a creative, resourceful, and whole human being. We are all fallible. We are all going to make mistakes. We have. We are all learning and we are all in this together. So there's this quote by Brené Brown, a research professor, storyteller, and author, known for her work on topics such as vulnerability, shame, and empathy. I love her work. She has spent so much of her career studying and writing about human emotions and relationships, particularly focusing on how individuals can cultivate resilience and connections. Now, what Brene says is this: imperfections are not inadequacies. They are reminders that we are all in this together. Those imperfections are what gives us character and make us unique. And these things also can offer you a unique edge. So, this brings me to the third way to celebrate imperfection, which is to embrace the uniqueness of each team member. So, just like ornaments on the Christmas tree, each person brings something special to the team. So, recognize and celebrate those diverse skills, perspectives, and quirks that make your team dynamic and resilient. So, finally, give this one a try. Host a perfectly imperfect celebration. Bring the team together for a lighthearted event where imperfections are not only accepted but celebrated. Share funny stories, play some games. This can be great to do if it's ready for a team building or a team strategy session, or if you have something like that coming up. And the idea is to create an atmosphere where everyone can relax and just be themselves. So there you have it. There are 4 or 5 ways to celebrate imperfections on the 11th day of Christmas. And remember, leadership isn't about being flawless. It's about embracing the journey and learning from every twist and turn that you encounter along the way. So I want to say thank you for joining me on the Who Are You to Lead Anyway podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your fellow leaders. And as always, lead with purpose and embrace the imperfect path to success. I will be back tomorrow with the final and 12th day where we will talk about cultivating peace and joy. So I will see you then. Take care.